that was the last one. Yeah.
Ooh, I love this guy.
I do like the soul, man.
Yeah.
Little Soul Train for Final Piece. Oh my gosh, little falsetto on the top end. Ooh. I really want to see people filming themselves jamming to this. Wherever you're at.
That would be cool.
Nice little intro. Just that run.
Dude, this song is actually
banger.
fucking good, though.
AI has a problem.
Oh,
Welcome back. This is episode 9. Thank you for being here. My name is Eric the Fried Piper, and the co-host is
Grassy Knoll. The way I don't know.
Bill Grassy Nolan. We are here kind of to discuss a little bit of the ongoings, what's been happening, what has happened.
What it's like being famous.
Kind of like big timing. We might have an agent. I mean, you got to reach out to us via a certain chat or we got some people for that. We got people for that now.
My people will talk to your people.
No. We want to talk about a couple things. So in this episode, we're trying to outline what to do, what not to do. So kind of do's and don'ts. In the collecting space. We want to give back, help you, kind of a little roadmap, little treasure map, like, hey, avoid this, right? Maybe you should steer clear of blank, insert problem here, or pitfall here.
True.
Yeah, because it happens. Every collector gets, there's some things you should try to avoid. And the other thing we really want to talk about is how weird it is that we're just kind of putting out content. Now, people say this, right? Put out content. We had a video explode.
Actually, though, hit the jet stream, as you put it, and I love that.
It just got right into the jet stream. Made no sense. People got to see my ugly face. And my wife was just like,
I'm not going to lie. Thought it was fake. I pressed Alt. I said, dog, is that fake? He said, dude, I swear on everything, it's not. And
what was weird to me is Alt's got this cadence. He's second to none. Follow our boy Alt. Whatnot. He's got some crazy fun streams. He's always trying to innovate, put on the best show.
Oh, the bitches are here! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness gracious! I'm dizzy! Whoa! I'm breathing heavy. Bob fucking Ross!
But he has this thing, we film on certain days, and then right then he tries to get into a cadence of going into editing. And he edits these little shorts and puts them out fast. Like, some of the edits aren't perfect, but he just wants to get them out. And he put this one out, and then the next morning, I wake up kind of early, because I'm an old man. And there was was it like 100,000 views or something on this video? So then, this is the problem I had, Bill, and tell me if you experience this. I don't do shit in social media. I don't post. I don't like it. I never have. I don't put my laundry out there. I don't air that kind of stuff. And it kind of blew up and exploded, and I was lost. I was like, what is the internet? What is life? I was an existential crisis
I don't know if it was existential for me, but it was really cool. I thought at first, Alt, when he told me, I thought he was bullshitting. I didn't even think it was serious, like he was being serious. Then I looked, and he invited me to be a collaborator, which I didn't accept until we were like 200,000 views deep. And I was like, ah. but overall, it was cool. And then the thing with him posting twice was awesome. He accidentally posted twice. And the second one is the one that ended up exploding for whatever reason. The first one did all right, too.
First one did all right. So you might see us we might post these things twice. We don't know what we're doing. So it might just be like twice, 3 times, 4 times, same video 15 times.
An entire grid of it.
And then we're going to add them all up and be doing some math. We'll be here with the guy. No, we don't really care that much.
Right? There's a lot of discourse, people calling us both idiots, people calling each other idiots.
Fair, too. All of this is on brand. Right? This is the internet. It's made to argue. But what I found that was so interesting in retrospect is none of it made sense to me. Did you feel that way? I'm like, why did this of all videos take off?
I have no idea. I'm watching it and I'm like, And I watched it. It was so stupid, dude. I feel so dumb because I watched it like a million times myself. Probably.
Well, you got to analyze it. You're like, why?
And I'm watching it. I'm like, I don't get it. I mean,
still
the
don't get
editing
it.
was normal. Like all the
Yep.
it was like the normal thing that we've done before. This one just hit the jet stream.
I
say
know
we,
it
I
hit
mean
the
alt.
jet stream. Yeah,
But
no, Alt did
it
all
just-
that, put it out. I mean, we're contributors. We don't contribute much. If Alt doesn't put that in a certain format and overlay it for the consumption of people, it doesn't matter. Like you can't. The internet is so, you have to follow what the current cultural zeitgeist is, or you don't make it into the jet stream, which is, it
I love
sucks,
the word
bro.
zeitgeist. It's a great word.
Yeah. Well, I've got a lot of them. Let's get into some more masturbatory stain. No. Remember like how Mr. Beast started this thing on YouTube where he's just like, I'm blah, 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 and I do, and then now this is the cadence that people do on YouTube. It's their
Yeah,
voice.
well,
It's a YouTube
yeah.
voice now.
Yeah, it's same with the thumbnail. Someone started the thumbnail. I don't know who it is though. Someone started that, dude.
Clip that.
You know
'cause
what I
think
mean?
That was a little suggestive, a little bit closer to that Black Mike
Suggest
there, Bill.
away.
Yeah, well, put it in the comments.
But it was really cool. It was fun, and it was like, and you know what else? I think it made me want us to do more short form content, more fun stuff. Wanted me to like, because the most fun was the comments. I think like that's what
I
gets me
love reading
going,
them.
dude. Just people
I know.
yelling at each other, people saying that one of us is
Inflammatory shit.
clueless. Yeah, one of the
I
other
love
person
reading it,
is
bro.
clueless. We're both
I love
fried. Yeah, it's
Well,
just
but,
so much fun.
Well, and the other thing is like, I'm watching it back, and then I send it to my family, and I'm like, hey, we had a video that like kind of caught fire. You can look at it, and none of them replied. They're like, okay, and they're like, is this an indictment on popular culture, or is this an indictment on how dumb our
think
son-in-law is?
I didn't even share it with anybody now that you mention it.
Yeah,
And
well,
that's unfortunate.
you didn't even accept the collaboration until 200K.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah, and I got a few follows off it too, which is unfortunate. So it could have
I
worked
didn't.
out.
I don't get any followers off of it. Like this guy on the top is an idiot, bro. And then this is the shitty part is we go back through like how we're picking. Again, we're not trying to overanalyze this, but you got to understand like the goal of anything that you do, if you want to do it well, is to try to understand it. And so then if you're trying to understand it better, it's in an effort to help or portray your message more. Bill wants to get, we all want to get, Alt wants to get, he's outreaching all the time. We want to get guests that have crazy, funky collections. So we want videos like that to take off because we want to expose people to us. Like Full Monty, just exposing.
Yeah. We want you to expose yourself to us, and we want to expose ourselves to you. I'll show you mine if you show me yours. It's one of those things, but I feel like I agree with that because the hardest part about it also, like we blew up, but like we got some followers off of that for the channel, but not as much as like nearly as much as many people viewed it or as many people even liked it. You know what I mean? If we got like 130,000 separate accounts watch that, and we got what I think Alt knows what, like 200 follows. No, we got 60, not even. You know what I mean? 60.
No, but I think what happens is
bad,
this is what I
but
said.
Like we need the guests, and I that's one of the best ways we're going to do it in today's world. You know,
this is what has to happen, in my opinion. You put it out there. People get used to your face. They see another clip. They get used to your face. They see another clip. And I think that's when they're like, oh, I'll give these guys a follow. I like this brand. I think that's what happens. Like, there's not a lot of individuals that I follow on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook or any of that, unless I see him several times. Like Tony Robbins, I know who he is. I've read his books, but he got me like 4 times in on Facebook. I was like, yep, I'm in. Everything this guy's saying right now has got me big time. OT Rob, man. He's got me deep. So anyways, really cool. What's weird for us to kind of see all this is we don't know. We have no idea. We're clueless. We're operating kind of shooting from the hip in a lot of instances. And so
I don't post like content, you know, my content on Instagram is pictures. I post cards that I have or cards that I've hit for people. That's it. It's like, I don't have like Alt knows what he's doing, and we're cooking.
I would agree. Alt knows what he's doing, and we are cooking. That's one of those things, though, that you just don't know until you just F around and find out. You got to just get in there and start slapping it.
And we probably won't have another for a while, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it
bad, but
doesn't
it's
work
not that
like
we-
that. Like, it's
Yeah.
the same. It was like lightning in a bottle. We hit the jet stream for a minute and it was cool. And like,
It was
and
weird.
it's not like the goal anymore, but it's just like, hey, it's not impossible for just the stupidest video to just hit something and get 200,000 views overnight. Like, it's
What an
kind of cool.
inspiration that you could start from anything on the internet and start to gain traction in an audience if you're consistent. So I would agree.
Consistency is big.
It
Yeah.
was inspirational.
And hard.
We're all hard. So
Doing this shit twice a week ain't easy though.
It's not
Let's be
easy.
real, dude.
We're only doing it once a week. But yeah, no, the people don't know. Like, we're trying to stack episodes. We don't know our schedules.
We've
We
been
don't know
made.
what's going to happen. Hide, scurry.
But it's
I
been
just,
fun.
it was interesting. It was very interesting to say the least. I never
It's been
assumed
fun. We're
that.
almost at 10 episodes. Didn't
yeah.
you say what? What'd you say? 5
We're 9,
was like
we're
when
9 right
people
now.
immediately,
We're
like,
yeah. The majority of podcasts die at 5 episodes. They never make
like
it to
people
5.
just are like, I'm good. You know, got 3 views. I'm out. And that's
It's-
kind of where
it's
we're at.
common.
We're still building, dude. I think what did we hit on
Yeah.
our last one? All 20, 25? Not even.
No,
Listens?
people that watch it and listen, I don't
Or
even look
watch?
at that. I don't care. We're going to keep
Me
putting it
either.
out in perpetuity. It really doesn't even matter. to me.
Fasta's almost at 70. Let's go. That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah. But see, I don't even care
But-
if nobody looks at
yeah,
it.
I haven't looked. I don't
it's-
look. Alt
it's more
gives
or
me some
less-
updates every once in a while, and that's it.
It'll happen because the more we get into a cadence of figuring out how to interview our guests and making them feel at ease, because we're also, you got to understand, this is a little behind the scenes, Moneyball, but we to date, we haven't told our guests kind of what to expect with the platform that we record on. We haven't told them what to expect with the outline of the show sometimes. And so they're really good impromptu guests. Some guests are just not
True.
going to be like that. They're going to be like more
Yeah.
scripted. Hey, I care about my brand to this degree. You can't say this. This stuff is a no-no. And for me, I'm like, dude, I just yap. Same with Bill.
Yeah,
we
well,
love yapping.
I think that's a good way to put it too. The impromptu guests have been really, really good. Done
They've
a
been good.
great job at just like, hey, we don't give them a set of questions. We don't say this is what we're going to be saying. It's kind of like, hey, just hop on for the hour and we'll just bullshit and see where it goes.
Yep. And I
And
called,
we've had some really good ones.
agreed.
so
And I
I'm
called
excited to see where
Fausto a
we're going.
bitch and it didn't land. I thought he was, I thought we were homies like that. And I was like, don't be a bitch. And he got really quiet. And I was like, oh no. We are in trouble.
We ask and say the tough things. You're a bitch.
You know, like in the back of your head when you don't get the response that's intended and you just, the alarms start going off. You're like, alert, alert, alert. He did not react according to how you thought he would. Alert, alert, pivot, pivot. But no, good stuff. So today we're going to kind of get into, what I think is pretty valuable for new collectors. I had my friend, we're going to have him as a guest, but he was like, dude, these clips have got me wanting to collect. And it was so fun to hear that. He's like, I kind of want to get into this or that. And I'm like, okay, so what's your goal? What do you want to do? And he's a big photographer. And we just started chatting. And we talked for probably like an hour and a half. And I can't wait to get him on and have him express like his frustration. Because he got on to, this is so funny. I'm going to have him retell it.
He's trying to collect photographs. That's
He's
tough,
trying,
dude.
no, he's
I've
trying to
heard
collect
about that.
Pokemon. But he got onto the Pokemon Center to find out where there was like a local drop because they have the vending machines.
Yeah, this guy's
and he
fried,
said,
dude. This
"Bro,
guy
I
never stood a
showed-
chance.
Never stood a chance. He's like, I showed up to the alley at the local Smiths or the Albertsons, and it's like crack addicts lining up for a methadone drop. He said, there's just lines of them, and they're like, and he's asking him, he's like, okay, so what's going on? He's like, well, we've kind of got it pinned down, and there's a certain cadence where they'll release a little bit at a certain time, and so we're just waiting. We kind of think it's going to happen here in the next 30 minutes. And he's just staring at him like, is this collecting right now?
Dude, yeah. Well, I got people at my local Walmart that know the route of the lady who goes and drops off this stuff, and they'll follow her from Walmart to Walmart to Walmart around my area and just lock in her route and follow. They know her car, dude. They know where she's going. They know her schedule. The game is different now, man.
What's the next
game
step?
is-
What's next?
Well,
Show me where you
well,
put the cards at.
I think these whatchamacallits have done a good job. Target and Walmart and stuff have at least tried to tried to do a good job in the sense of limiting to how many transactions you can get for the certain categories of items. So it's like trading cards, you can only get 2 transactions at a time. So like if you try and do 3 booster boxes or 3 blasters, it'll be like, hey, you can only have 2 and that's it. But then you just finish the transaction and do the next 2, you know. It's not hard. But what do you do?
My son was with me. We were picking up 3 mega boxes. It might have been blasters. It's blasters of 26 Chrome Marvel. And she's like, oh, you can only have 2. And I literally pulled a card out of my wallet, handed it to my kid, and then put the box in his hands. I'm like, okay. And she just stared at me like, and I'm like, lady, this is the first time I've ever bought cards from a store like this. I wasn't even thinking about it. I was like, I don't buy cards. I was like, they were just here. We're going to have a good rip in the car. And $120 down the drain. Absolutely cooked. My wife, if she knew, she doesn't listen yet.
My man said have a good rip in the car and then said we lost immediately.
Lost them. We didn't get shit. Dude.
Did you hit any numbers at least?
Oh my! Well, you have to because they're blasters. You hit numbers.
No blasters. Blasters.
Not guaranteed.
It's one every other. No, megas are guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know
the
lore.
Mm-hmm. So megas are fun.
Yeah, megas are fun. Okay, cool. So anyways, we're going to get into that. First, we got showpiece. Then we're going to get into kind of a roadmap. Now, I want to talk before we get into any of this about our next guest that we're hoping to have on. If we don't have it, it was a false prophecy. And he has like this, I don't know, bro, the deep lore. Well, this was a special release that Pepsi had.
Dude told me 15, what did it all say? 15,000 of these apple pie Pepsis, and he's got one of them.
And you had to get him through like a redemption process.
He got 3, I should say.
3. This guy's a G, dude. You know what, though? I would look, I'm such a ripper and a degen. I would look at that thing and be like, me and my kids and all that, I'd be staring at that some bitch.
What do you mean? What are you going to do with it?
I'm like, let's chill that on some ice. Let's crack this sucker open. Let's see what's what, dude. You know?
I bet it's not very good. I'll say that.
Of course it's not. Apple pie Pepsi, it's dog shit. That's why they only made 15,000. But
I need to talk to this guy though. I just want to hear the thoughts. What went behind collecting soda? How do you even keep it? You know, like where do you keep it?
But as a Coke guy, I'm really not happy that Pepsi's infiltrating our system. Another thing we had in that video clip is you and I were doing like short ads for Coke. For whatever reason, Alt took yours and clipped it in, and that's the video that went off.
The taste of a new generation.
Pepsi, taste of a new generation. And then somebody cuts out.
There's no reason for it to be there either.
None.
And no one commented on it. I noticed that. Like no one
kind
commented.
Of disappointed. On it, yeah. Where's the Pepsi?
No, so no, don't worry.
Subliminal branding. Pepsi, hit us up.
That's what it did. You know, some people bought a Pepsi.
You should tag Pepsi and see if they send Bill some shit. Next time you see Bill, it's just Pepsi head to toe. It's Pepsi, man. It's just blue and red and white.
I love that. I almost consider work for Pepsi. They have a nice warehouse or factory thing by up here, and it's really
Their delivery drivers do well too, man. I mean, that's
they
a
do.
bitch of a job though, bro. That makes UPS look like child's play.
Pepsi, dude. Hauling Pepsis?
Pallets.
That's the dream.
Of the sugar,
the American dream, hauling Pepsi.
If I could only be so lucky. But there's only 15,000 made. Only a certain handful of people get a position.
I'm excited. I hope Soda Historian comes on. He's gonna be.
Yeah,
he should be a blast.
So we're continuing to have guests. We're gonna jump right into. We're gonna wait till we have a jingle. Showpiece.
We have a jingle. It's the Weird Kid. I don't know if he ever redid it.
Showpieces. It is the Weird Kid.
It's gonna be the Weird.
Get ready, guys.
Showpieces.
It's pretty weird. It's kind of cringy, right? Showpieces.
Good call. Good call.
I don't know, bro. It's not going to be what we think it is. It's one of those bad edits. We got to prepare for it. We got to give a disclaimer before and after. Okay. I do not know what's going on. The questions that we've been asked have been disclaimed. Like, I feel bad for these guys. They're like, what would you do, if an orphan came to your house? You're like, I don't see it. And it's probably,
I love immediately. I love the best part about those videos are them freaking out right before it cuts off. Wait, that's not what you said. And then it cuts off.
Yeah. How would you eat 4 ice cream cones at one time? I mean, I'd probably, I asked my dad what he would do with 4
I
firemen.
haven't seen that one. That
You
sounds
didn't
good.
say
though.
that. The 4 firemen? You haven't seen the 4
no.
firemen one, dude? Oh my gosh.
Oh, that
I'd probably
sounds
get
funny.
2 in each hand. Like that. Like that. What would you do if 4 firemen came through the door right now? It's great. The orphan one, they're probably asking, what would you do if there was like a rabid raccoon that broke in the house? I'm like, I'd hit that sumbitch with a baseball bat. Then I'd get the, what would you do if a poor orphan came in the house? Anyways, don't do that to us all. He's going to do it now. I gave him ideas.
Oh, hit us again with the thing, and you could enter a new one here. Just so I could hear it and I know
Showpieces.
Showpieces. Showpieces.
Showpieces. All right. Bill is on a generational run. Now, I am struggling, okay? I'm hoping that this is my story. I'm hoping that this is
Meta
from the ashes.
Attempt showpiece win for Piper.
Please don't with the meta commands, okay? So, shit, Bill. I'm hoping that my redemption rise from like a phoenix from the ashes. The problem is I've never been much of a winner in my life. I'm hoping to kind of turn that trend around.
Nah,
The
you're gonna be good this
record
one. I
right
can feel it, I
now-
can feel it.
The record right now for those keeping score is 7-1-1. I have only won and draw 1 match, bro. It's a pathetic.
I don't even know which one you won.
6.
Do you remember?
It's 6-1-1 because this is 9. So
yeah.
6-1-1.
Good call.
Pathetic. I don't even know what one I won. It's sad though, okay? I'm struggling. If you guys got any kind of assistance or help for me, please drop it down below because I don't know how to edge this guy. We were talking about edging earlier.
We're talking about edging.
Off
The Infinite
camera.
Edge.
Join our Patreon to find out more about edging.
Join our Patreon to see the
Our
beforehand.
thoughts on edging. Final pieces where we leave you laughing and wondering. No, kidding. So you're going to choose. You won last time.
Yeah, I think I want to lead off this time.
Good. I get a rebuttal on every one. I think this is Lincoln Douglas debate, dude. You have 1 minute.
Leading off. All right, here it
Okay,
is.
Tom Morgan.
I didn't include the back. It's a badass little Tom Morgan sketch. It is really
Signature.
cool. I mean, signature. Thank you, auto. The reason I liked it, I was going through my stuff. The reason I liked it a lot, gold auto on Iron Man. Action shot, looks amazing. I believe it's out of, I want to say 63. I didn't take a picture of the back because I'm an idiot, but it's a really nice card out of 22 Fleer Ultra Avengers, very underrated set. A lot of cool stuff in that. I also showed Alt the NU, I believe, the coinage insert that came out of that set. Just a real, and Tom Morgan is top tier, awesome art. You also get the exact same Morgan under. If you zoom in a little, you could see you don't even need to zoom. You can see his normal signature for the piece, and you got it. His
regular
gold
one for the
signature.
artwork.
Yeah, very
Wow.
cool. And I just love it. It's a great piece.
Let me say this about Tom Morgan's signature. Generational signature.
Oh, so cool. How
a
cool.
good
Going through the
signature.
going through the A for the, it's a great idea.
I don't want to.
He knew what
I
he was
don't
doing.
want to shit on Todd McFarlane's signature.
Has got a
But
great signature.
he's got an average signature compared to Miss Senor Morgan's, dude. That's a great one. The only other signature that I really like, consistently,
There's a few good ones out there.
is Dan DeSantos does a different one where it's kind of blocky. It's not
Yep.
the standard cursive one. That one's a fun one. And then Ian
Palumbo's
Giss.
is
I think
good.
Palumbo's
Giss
good, but
has a good
Ian
one.
Giss has a
Bianchi?
really cool one. Bianchi's got that Italian
Bianchi, yeah, that
in
thing
your
is big.
face, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a little
Put his
sonata.
John Hancock on the back of Declaration type
Yeah, he's
thing. You know what I
spitting
mean?
at
Like
the
you
end
see
every
that
time.
thing.
That's good. Yeah, you're right. All right, good one. Good lead off. You're not going to win.
Not bad.
So great. Okay,
Let's
first one
see.
here. I've got a theme going on this one.
Ooh, you know what's crazy? Wait till you see. I can't wait till you see what I got next.
I'm excited. This is a Bill Sienkiewicz achievement off of Batman
Very
Metal.
cool.
The first 25 individuals that redeemed the Poison Ivy touches got 2 cards. They got the CAA Bill Sienkiewicz, and then they got the CAA
So not
Marv.
numbered,
What was the
but
other one?
SSP out of 25.
Yeah, short print
technically?
out of 25.
Cool.
There were only 25 ever done. And then once you got
Very
this,
cool.
you could issue or claim one of the 25 Comic Cut achievements. So they would do the cover. And so I
I'm
have
assuming that's
four of these.
Yeah,
I did
I
this
don't know.
4 times.
So you have
So
4 of those?
I own 4 out of the total
That's sick.
25.
GG's. It's a great card. Very cool art, too.
It's amazing. So it's out of Batman 400. Again, they gave you the Marv. God, what was the other one? I don't know it. I could look at it, but I put them on the binder. But you got 2 cards. One of them's the Nightwing. This was the achievement. Now, if you flip on the back side, this is what I loved about these, okay? Upper Deck does this where it says Creators Autographs Achievement. And so these are different than the standard
and the
cards.
regular in the hobby or in pack
Yep.
pulled.
Yep. And
Just
so
creator
you're
autograph.
seeing
They're
now
even
they're
different
doing the
colored.
same thing. Yep. Cool. It really dope card. Again, Bill Sienkiewicz
Very
signed
cool.
it. Sticker. We went kind of in the same vein. A fun little
It did
one.
go in the
dude.
same vein. I think you take that though. I think
I
I'll give
take
that
round
to you.
1. I think I take round
I
1. I
give
think
that
that's
to you.
fair. Thank you for being a gentleman. I would agree.
No, I think
the
that's
Bill
fair.
Sienkiewicz Batman.
Look at what I got here.
A little Sienkiewicz.
This just came in, took about 3 months for me to get in after the release of this. They sold out
Blind
pretty
bag?
quick. These were ordered directly from Bill Sienkiewicz's website. The Virgin variant and trade variant of his Superman versus
Spider-Man
Superman and
crossover.
Spider-Man crossover. Really cool cover. I love he killed it. His Superman is awesome. He's got a bunch of really cool takes on Superman. This is kind of a classic one, but this is just like, look how this is just so cool. And you know what else cool about it? I appreciate your card, which was a sticker auto. This is on the
Auto.
actual book. So.
on Comic Auto.
But
you know
yeah,
what you need to do?
I thought it was interesting. We both went Bill too.
Bill
I think
Sienkiewicz.
that's pretty dope. Yeah,
He's popping right
but
now.
I
He's
love
hot.
this dude. Look,
He's so
look
hot
how,
right now. Bill. So
Look
hot.
how good that is.
That
dude.
is good.
Look
That's
how
good.
Good
That's
that
good.
is.
He's got the rule of thirds kind of happening too. It's
He does.
dope, dude. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Bill's
brother
Bill.
told
I
me
mean,
about that.
he's doing some crazy stuff. I'm excited for that documentary. Is it out already? Do you know? I think it might be. Is
I
it
think
not?
it might be out. Yeah, I think it is.
The Polish guy or something.
The-
Anyways, I'm
yeah.
excited.
That
Okay.
Polish guy, I believe.
That
something
Polish.
like that.
Okay, let's go number 2. Now
This is
this
cool.
is in the vein. Some people don't even know what the hell this is.
Yeah, no one's gonna know what this is.
No one's
dude.
gonna
This
know
is-
what this is.
It's probably
Same
the first
thing.
one that's been home.
This is the first one. I had this. I just got this in person.
I love the old school Fleer.
100%.
down
This
there,
is,
man.
no one else has one of these in person. Well, maybe now they do, but I was the first to redeem, first to ultra ship. What happens if you look at the back of these as well? That's Cyborg, Superman, and Asbat. This is also an achievement from the Provisions of 92-93 DC retro flashbacks or throwbacks. And
So cool.
these are really hard to come by. For some reason, you got to have all 10. Once you redeem all 10, they give you an 11th. And the
That's sick.
interesting thing is on the other cards, they only show out of 11. So if you get, there's all these other short print Provisions, but there's only 25 of these achievement cards
cool
to
cool.
make it
Yep.
actually a rainbow out of 11.
Man, Asbat looks sweet too.
he
Dude.
does. Dude, the
You know what I mean? Looks
throwbacks, it's dope.
awesome. Yeah,
Yep.
very cool
I
card.
have 2 of these already. So both of them I shipped home.
Nice.
And yeah, dope. Love it. Got to give it to you. So we
I
are
appreciate it. We're going
really head to head right now.
I think my last one is,
You were
is going to be
sneaky.
a little.
You
I
snuck-
think you might end up winning. I don't know. I hope you appreciate the one that I'm about to pop out here, though.
You snuck 2 and
So remember the Pogs? Remember the Pogs? This isn't Pogs, but this is kind of the same, in the same sort of vein. This is an X-Men prepaid cell phone card. A phone card, dude.
it's
This
not even
thing, if
cell
you flip
phone.
it over-
It's not even cell
know.
phone.
It's not even cell phone.
domestic minutes.
94.
Yeah.
The 94. So look at this. So you get
You kinda
20
messed up.
minutes.
Kind of messed up, dude. Omega Red Wolverine's the one. Oh, Gambit
This is the
Phalanx.
yeah, dude. How cool is this though to collect all 5 of these in card form? Imagine grading this thing, and I haven't opened it. But
Reload.
Magneto
You're gonna
Professor
grade
X, you're
it?
gonna tell me that ain't what the second best one on there?
Okay, let's go through them here. real
Wolvie
quick.
versus Omega Red's probably the W, and then Professor
It's
X
the
versus
W.
Mag.
Storm Sentinel's not it. Storm Sentinel's, I'm going to give that in the 5
But
spot.
20 units of phone time. I just love that.
4
I
spot.
thought this was awesome.
Okay, we're going up. We're ordering them. Coming in at fifth
I was
place.
hoping there was a number on there that we could call, but there's not.
You got to use the card. You got to break it open and call it.
Yeah,
Okay.
gotta open it. It's probably in
Coming
the
in the
back.
5 spot, Storm versus Sentinel. Okay. Coming in at the 4
Fair.
spot, Cyclops versus Sinister.
Fair. I don't know much about Phalanx. Who's
Coming in at the 3 spot, Phalanx versus Gambit.
is it Phalanx? I can't even tell.
It's Phalanx. Coming at the 2 spot, Professor X Magneto. Coming at the 1 spot, Wolverine Mag.
Wolverine
Or,
Omega.
uh,
Wolverine Omega Red looks really cool too.
Yeah, and Omega Res. And yeah, that's dope as hell, bro.
Right? Look
That's
how
dope
cool
as
that
hell.
is.
Yep, that's dope as hell.
And still sealed, dog. Like what?
20 units equals
That's
20 minutes of
crazy.
domestic time.
I want to know what's on the back so badly.
I mean, you could probably find this in like a picture. Are you going to get it graded? You
No,
can't
but
break
wouldn't that
out
be
of the case.
cool?
It would
I
be.
know. I want to though, but it's so cool. All right.
I wonder
let's see
who
what
did
you
the
got.
artwork, and you could get them to sign it.
I
Now we're
wanna
getting into our own gravy, dude. Like this, somebody made that artwork. You got to find out who made the artwork. That's, dude, in the chat. I bet Fausto doesn't have this in Collectus. Guarantee he doesn't.
No shot. You think?
That shit cost you $15, bro. How much was that on eBay? $20?
I have no idea. Someone gifted to me.
That would be cool
would
to
be
rip
cool
the top
to-
load 100%.
Yeah,
but you
I
can't
wanna
take it out
open
of
it,
that.
yeah.
It's better pristine like that, dude.
Look how cool that is. No, there's
No,
five
the 5
different ones
variants.
on the back.
No, they're
No,
not
no,
all
no.
in there. You just
No,
got one
have to buy
card.
5 different ones.
Yeah.
Switch
yeah,
it
that's
over.
dope, dude.
Flip over to the back again.
So whatever
got all
one
this
you
out.
get, you got to collect
Those
them.
are-
No, you got to collect them. It's just one.
You see the one that I have, Professor X Magneto. That's the one on the front, on the bottom right.
And it's
You
it's
just would buy
sun
5
faded
of
as
them.
fuck, dude.
It is, dude. How
That
cool
back,
is that, though?
That is cool. That's dope. I'm not gonna lie, that's dope. You're not winning. I love. I love
don't
it,
know.
dude.
Let's see. Dude
You're
went
not winning.
all achievements. I think in
Went
the
all
court of
achievements.
public opinion, I think I'm gonna beat you. We post this on
I went
whatchamacallit?
all 20 out of 25 achievements.
All right,
Batman
question.
themed. Batman
Question.
themed.
I'll let you talk. Actually, talk about your piece.
Well,
and then
I
I'll
want to
talk
hear
about
about it. Now, the picture on this is kind of hard. It's centered very well. This
It
was.
is.
This is.
GGs.
I'll say this, okay.
That
I
does
have
look really
3
well
of
centered,
these.
brother.
I have 3 of these, but I will say this: these are only going to go up in value over time. I think these are going to be one of the hardest to find cards in anyone's collection from that set. It's not even close. This was the Jambalaya achievement. You had to get all 35 in the Jambalaya run. Then you'd redeem it. And I do have a second, 3 more images here. Not to spoil it. I don't want to tie it in. This is the one that I'm going with. But on the back of this one, you're going to have in the top right, it doesn't say achievement, but you're going to see the ACH1.
Nice.
Now, ACH2, it's the
Is
next image.
Okay.
You got a variant.
No, what are we doing here? You can't just throw
Punch.
Joker
Get
in
him.
here.
Get him, dude, while he's down. Kick his ass, dude.
To
Kick
be
his
fair,
ass.
do you think?
They come together.
No, not that. Do you think base Batman Jamba
Is better. It is.
You do.
Base Batman,
Okay.
base
That's
Batman
what I'm saying.
artwork
Okay.
was better.
I think this one
this
though, is
Joker's
better.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
this
It's
is cool.
fun.
This Joker's sick.
And then
This one
this
looks
is the
disturbing,
Joker
dude.
one, and they came as
Very
a
cool.
pair. And so these were 100% out of the achievement. You got them by doing the Jambalaya. It was one of the hardest ones to do. I was
look,
the
you got
first to
Batman in
redeem
the
it.
back there too. I see you.
Yeah, a little. But yeah, this one. My
I
whole
really
theme
like
was
the Joker.
my whole theme was out of 25 achievements around Batman. So I want to
Very
tell that
cool.
story. Yep.
Very cool.
I love your submissions, Bill, but it's my second
I
win.
think I'll give that to you. I'll give
my
that to
second
you.
win. It's my
I
second
think
win. It was a good fight.
my prepaid phone card was an attempt. I think it put up a good fight, but against those 2 Jambas, those are nasty. Those are very
Any
cool.
other
And-
week, you probably would have got me. You would have swayed me, but I'm so
No,
depressed.
no, that was cool.
I got to win. I
That
got
was
to
cool.
win.
I think it was just the Joker. I think, to be fair, I would have went with the Joker if I was you. So
Yeah,
I'm
but
giving you the edge
I
with
was
that
keeping
Joker.
it Batman themed. I was keeping it Batman themed. It all
Joker's
had Batman.
themed. Joker's Batman.
Yeah,
themed.
no, but Sienkiewicz as Bat.
Yeah, no, I get it. You could
Batman.
you could have kept
I know,
Batman
trust
in
me,
the back there.
Just to sneak it in. That's greasy, dude. Just sneak that in the
No,
back
that
like
was
that.
that was dope though.
Okay.
That was dope.
Yeah, anyways,
Very
it's a
cool.
fun
That
one.
was a
So
good episode of
Showpiece.
Showpiece. That
Tell
was
us,
good.
tell us what you
Yeah.
guys like. We might do some short form on that. Let you guys vote.
I think that's a good
See
idea.
which ones we're with. That
Yeah.
might be a good one. And if there are rounds that are more close, maybe we just pick the closest round and let people vote on that. If we have some draws or something, keep it
Yeah, hell
interesting.
yeah. We can figure it out.
All right. Okay, let's get into
Showpieces.
yeah, the exit. Are we doing an intro and an exit on that?
Please.
Show pieces. Show pieces.
Never hated something more than I hate that.
Yeah, it's up there. That's depressing. The Chinese use water. They'll drop water right here. Yeah, as a form of torture. They've updated their torture handbook. It's now that song. So they don't even drop water. They just
They
keep
play
playing that
wa-
on a loop.
While dropping water.
Both? Oh, my hell.
Yeah, just absolutely murdering people.
Show, what does it even mean? Show pieces. I don't get it.
Why is it a child?
Why are you doing this to me? I swear I don't know. I'll tell you whatever you want to hear about these pieces of show. I don't know. Okay, so during the rest of this episode, we're hoping we got 30 minutes in on a greasy little showpiece. Long boy. If you're still here, we're crushing it, according to Mr. Beast and Alex Hermosi. We want to get into like the do's and don'ts. So we're going to go kind of back and forth. I think this is a round robin of like, hey, what's one thing that you would do if you had to go back and do it again? Tell your younger collecting self. Let's start with the positive, and then let's give you the cautionary stuff of like what you probably shouldn't do in your collecting journey. Bill, I know we've been talking a little bit, but is there anything that comes to mind or jumps out where you're just like, you know what? This is the move. This is the thing.
The thing that I would stick to?
Just do. This is a
something
thing that you
positive,
should
something
do.
that I would
Could be around
do.
cards, could be around collecting, it could be around the nomenclature, it could be around the community.
I think collecting in general, the big thing to start off with is just find something that you like. I think that's the easiest thing ever. Something that brings you joy, as corny as that might sound. Something that just isn't all about how to make money off of it immediately. Something that like sparks something in you something that gives you the nostalgia. That's a big one too. You know, you want something that like you're happy to look at and you just randomly look at once a week or once a month, and you flip through it and you see it and you go, all right. You know, that's the first thing. And that takes some exploration. Finding that is not always easy for everybody. Like, and some people might think it's sports right away, and then they end up finding the TCG space. And then I think some people might like go totally past stuff like that, and they go, dude, I'm really into collecting, you know, those old historian cards, and that's cool, and getting those, you know, the patches of like Wyatt Earp, and
what was the Wild Bill Hickok one that we had?
There's
The
some really
presidential
cool
ones
ones that we had fun with.
I agree.
Yeah, and
I got a
I
Martin
could
Luther
see
King
someone
numbered.
getting into that. You know, I could see someone like getting into those kind of sets, or you just do something cool. Like Alt was talking about building a binder around like colors.
Black, yeah. Yeah, and
making like the all black binder, and then that could just be filled with anything, and that's another thing that's just cool. You know, it doesn't have to be so locked into one category. Just find something that means anything, and if you could find it like Alt's like anything that's as black as it can get and go in a binder, I want it. Like I love that.
I agree. I think the way that we would summarize your point, if we were to condense it, because I'd like to have a thing here that just shows this, is find what you love and don't be intimidated by what it is. Right?
And
like
that's
if
an
you,
easy one, right? Well, I shouldn't say easy, but that's like the easiest first piece of advice to give.
I would agree. Find what you love, and then no shame, maybe. Find what you love, no shame. Yeah, that's what we're going to say. There's a term in Portuguese the Brazilians have. It's called sem vergonha, which means you're without shame. And it's such a fun way to say, like, dude, I don't care. Like, this is my shtick. This is my thing. I am so sem vergonha. Like, I am just unabashedly shameless when it comes to what this thing is. So
and I think that's the best way to go about it.
Find what you love, no shame. Okay. Second thing that I would say is what you do is you really, really, in my opinion, what you should do is you should reach out to people to ask them, right, what it is that or their collecting journey. You should get into the community of the thing that you're doing. There's going to be Reddits, whatnots, Facebooks, groups, messages, anything like that. I think you should get a lot more involved in the community than you realize, because it's going to scare you how much you love that nerddom. And what I found was our boy Post Malone, he owns the One Ring from the Lord of the Rings Magic
one
the
of
Gathering set.
one ring.
The one of one ring is just the stupidest magic card. It's not even short print. They only made one. He owns it. He got it obviously put into a slab,
PSA
then put
9.
into a thicker case. I know. Oof. How do they even know? There's never been another one. So that was a bullshit thing for the grader to do, by the by.
Right.
But
I just wanted to be that guy.
he sat down and played Magic, and I saw a clip of it the other day.
Yeah, I saw that. How cool
And
was
he
that?
brought it out.
Yeah.
And do you know how
cool was
admirable that was? That like he just, it's
He was
Post Malone,
playing
dude,
with it.
and he doesn't give a
right?
shit, man. He's like, these are my people. I love.
And he took it
everybody
out
that
of the
loves
big
him.
slab, and he was like, well, this bulky, obnoxious thing, I want to take it out of here. You know,
I'll
and he
show
took
you
it out
guys.
like,
And they're all freaking out because they're like,
yeah.
this thing is worth, more than 19
Yeah.
houses. Like, this would end my bloodline. This is a crazy
when he
amount
bought
of
it,
money.
it was $2 million. Now, who
Guarantee
knows?
that thing is it's
Yeah,
probably
it's 10 million
one of the
plus,
most,
especially since he owned it. You know, it's like that's an expensive card now. That has gone up significantly.
and the people in the comments were just like, dude, this guy's a real one, because for him to come out
right? I agree.
and actually like pull that out, not just keep it in a cellar somewhere that nobody can
Yep.
see, and bring that to collectors and say, guys, how fun is this? And then to have no shame and do that around them,
Yep.
that is admirable of a collector. Like, and I'm going to say that first thing, if we're going to go, hey, Bill said it, find what you love, no shame. Second thing I would say is also around no shame. Find your community that loves what you love, no shame. Like, there is no, like, when we went to OAX, that was it for me.
Eye-opening,
OAX,
right? Some
was.
eye-opening shit. Yeah,
It was.
agreed.
Everybody there was down. And you're like, you like this? You're like, yeah, bro, I like this. And like, people, all walks of life are coming in doing different stuff. So if you're into, collecting different things in the music scene, or you're into, whatever it is, find those people, seek them out. Okay. Now, the dark side. What should you not do? The thing that you would give as counsel or advice. And you're like, you know what? This is one of those things that you should probably steer clear of. If
Maybe
you're still
this
thinking,
is a
I have an
personal-
easy one, but
Maybe might be a personal thing. I don't know, but to me, don't grade everything. If you're into cards, or you're into comics, or you're into this, don't grade everything. If you got a nuke, man, don't get me wrong, it's probably worth grading if you plan on flipping it. But if you're planning on keeping a bunch of your stuff, man, don't grade it. Save yourself the money, save yourself the hassle, save yourself the
heartburn of turning around and losing it.
that's what I was just gonna say. The word I'm trying to think of is like, the trepidation, the
nervousness, the
scared of it,
anxiousness,
the nervous, the anxiousness. Maybe that's what I was looking for. The anxiousness of even sending it away and then waiting for it to come back, or like, or something happening in the process. I would say, if you planning on keeping the thing and it feels like something that you're gonna keep forever, don't send it to nobody. Don't give it to nobody. Half of that, if you ask me, most of modern grading, or grading in general, is a scam. It's got its place, but people grading every base card that's ever existed, every refractor, Shohei. That's why there's no more bulk on PSA, and even though there hasn't been bulk on PSA for over a month now, their backlog has continued to grow more than what it was, over by 1 million. Went from 11 million to 12.5 million, their backlog, when they turned off grading with bulk. So you don't got to grade everything. You got a nuke, like I said, I get it. You plan on going to a card show to flip it. You plan on going to the National to get it graded live. And also, you're paying did you see this guy, Piper, that ended up paying $18,000 for
he graded it at
Kobe?
he got
at
it
the
graded
National.
at the National.
Yeah,
That's
he got, what was it, a
ridiculous,
PMG
bro.
from like 1988.
And then he's got to
of
call
Kobe.
family members to try to get it out of Hawk
to get money,
because they
and that's what
impounded his
everybody's
damn
saying.
card. That's
and he's
bullshit,
gonna flip
bro.
it and make 500K, but he didn't have 20,000 to spend at the National immediately. He thought he
That's
was just grading a
crazy.
card, cost him
That's
a couple
crazy.
grand, maybe max. They said here's an 18K
listen,
bill.
I'm gonna say something, dude, and I don't even care. I know the mob or the mafia or Israel might be in cahoots with PSA, but if PSA doesn't stop mistreating like their customer base, people are gonna stop using them.
Oh no,
And
people already. It's already.
I'm almost to that point, bro. Like I
To
have
be
my
fair-
full Gambit rainbow, and the guy's like, okay, what do you want to put them at? It's like, I'm gonna do these cutouts. What do you want to have? I was like, oh, let's do PSA slabs. And then right then, all these lawsuits and misplaced cards and all these things started coming out. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. So I got on Amazon. I found the exact dimensions of a top loader or one touch that fit a PSA, and I don't even have them graded. They're just sitting here.
Yeah,
In that,
dude,
that's
what I mean. If it's a lifetime piece and you don't really plan on selling it, then that would be something I'd steer clear of. Is you don't gotta grade everything, man.
Really good point. Well, here's where I will give you counters when you should grade. Is if you're trying to protect it or certify it or categorize it. Like this is something where you probably should get it graded in order to protect it. It does offer.
It's a scary the idea of to protect my card, I have to get rid of it for potentially 8 months is a terrifying thing to me.
And to a company
but
that's
for-
getting all of this
Yeah,
product
that-
and things.
that's-
and so you
that's
got a
what scares
bullshit
me.
short print Pokemon card and a real rare, non-rare card that's going in a certain way, and then yours, it's a one-on-one grail that you've been waiting on for however long. That's the nervousness.
And I think until we have some sort, I don't want to say universal standard because that'll probably never happen, even though it probably should, some sort of standard of what a centered card is, of what a 10 really means, but that's what makes every company interesting, I guess. But also I'm kind of just moving away from having humans doing my grading.
I agree.
I think we're at the point where it either has to be mostly machine and some slight human intervention or just all machine, dude. And that's it.
Dude, when they said, hey, you can bring your stuff to the show and then you can get on-site grading and we can do it and they're showing stuff. But what I'm more interested in is kind of like what Tag's doing, where they use the AI imaging and they have all this information.
Get those hardcore pictures and the info
then you get the
and
scanned QR code and you know exactly where it got dinged and why. And it's a weighted score that's like really not subjective.
That's what I mean. It's like,
and that, I think that level, Beckett's doing it a little bit, but
no, people are gonna it's the whole industry's moving there. It just doesn't make sense for PSA to do that. It doesn't make sense for any company to pay as many people as they're paying to do it when you could just have a camera and a computer do it at all times. Especially with PSA with that backlog, dude. Without a doubt, it's being discussed, if not at the highest levels of when it's a when. It's not.
Yes,
an if,
correct.
It's a when.
And so then what I think needs to happen. This is where everybody feels happy. Is these companies are making a shitload of money. With a lot of money means you can insure things. You pay for insurance. Everybody that makes a lot of money, doctors, businesses, doesn't matter. You have umbrella policies, malpractice policies. You have insurance that covers anything you're doing at a high level when it comes to money. If you're getting cards in, you should be ensuring the entire process. Camera over the top, looking at the process. If a representative brings out a card and dings it, and it shows that in there, they document it, they insure it, you get some money back.
A big thing,
and
chain
that
of
whole
command,
process,
man. There should be a huge chain of command is dog shit. There's been a lot of stories recently about the PSA chain of command, what's been happening, how cards get a different card will get graded as your card. You know what I mean? Like the Pokemon,
the Logan Paul collection. Is going to get a different view because it's a Logan Paul collection.
That's what I mean. Which is why all of it needs to no longer be people doing it across the board. I think.
Okay.
I think
that's good. That's good. Do not feel the pressure to grade everything in your collection.
Yep,
that's good.
That doesn't mean grade nothing. That means just like you said.
I don't think any 101 should be graded. I think it should be authenticated. I think you should slab it. I think you should authenticate it, but I don't want it to get a grade. Same way I feel about signatures. I don't want it to have a grade on a comic. I don't care. I just want you to authenticate the signature. That's it.
That's fair.
So for my opinion where I'm at, I'm not grading a 101. What's the point of grading a 101? Nobody gives a shit.
Don't get me wrong. I'll buy graded cards too. Like I'll buy
I
a
will,
graded
but
card.
when I
but,
look at like different cards that are graded, I look at it. I'm like, why did you grade the one?
I also really like flipping through binders, which I think I'm starting to really get into, which makes it a little harder with slabs.
Slabs
They
are
don't, like,
chunky.
heals good. You can't take them out. You can't like hand them to somebody, and you can't pop
And
it
I
out. Really, looking at a card raw, there's nothing like it. I don't care how clear a slab is, what it's like. There's nothing like a card raw in your hand, looking at it in the light. It's just there's
I'd agree.
it.
And then
there's
the
nothing
biggest
like it.
tell on that is sketch cards. You start getting some sketch
Yeah.
cards that are just absolutely insane. Like I have one here. It's probably not even a good representation, but I have a Charlie Cody, Professor
Wow.
Charles Xavier that came out of the art house. So it's the big collection.
So
the
it's in
collector set.
don't you
It's
just
the
want to take
thick,
that
thick
thing
one.
out?
I want to so bad just to admire his work, but then I know it came in what they have. So
I know, and it
it's
looks
like,
nice, and it's like not the worst.
but then you're getting
it-
scratches and reflections.
I know,
the
and then it starts
plastic,
looking like
just starts to- yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, what do not to do? Okay, here's the other one that I know do not do. Do not feel any pressure to spend money in this hobby. One of the biggest problems that I think happens is you get lured into thinking that you spending money is going to somehow bring you more joy, or you going in a lot is going to bring you more joy. And what I've really
Especially when it
admired
comes to breaks too, right? Like,
yeah,
that's-
exactly. I've really
that's a big
admired a
one.
lot of people that are in the community and doing it on a fixed budget that'll, jump in a little bit. Silver's
Hell
one
yeah,
of them.
man.
I admire
Love
how
those
he
people.
plays. He likes to just get things and ball on a budget and like add cards. He's like, I want them, and he has them and he
Yeah,
organizes
bro.
them. But like if you get pressured into feeling like you're missing a craze or there's some kind of FOMO, I promise you at the end of that is not satisfaction. You are not going to get at the end of that road after everybody else has made you feel a certain way and get to it and be like, oh man, I really missed out. No, you're going to spend a shit ton of money that lines somebody else's pocket.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which leads me into my next what to do is buy singles. And I know this is a very controversial
Great
thing,
one, dude.
but if you're going to collect,
Great one.
you need to, and again, I hope you go where I'm going. Buying singles is conditional on one thing, and I hope you go there. I hope you pick it as your to-do, but you buy singles. And I put that up there. Buy singles. Timestamp, 52 minutes. Buy singles. Because what's going to happen, I have been buying up all the Logo Fractor singles. If I were to chase
Nice.
those individually,
How's that going?
oh, great. Bro, I had,
Love
I've
it.
been buying up all the orange effects for Batman 2. I had a trade buying. But
That's
those
weird,
singles are going to cost me
good for you.
$10, $5 to ship, $15 a card. If I average $15 a card on that entire set,
Great.
that's a lot of money too. But it's a full set out of 61
really cool
with the
set.
Marvel
Yeah.
logo. It's a dope set. All numbered, fun. It goes in the binder. It displays kind of like what that year was, and you have artwork from all the base cards.
Love it. Yeah, yeah.
That's a fun chase that I could fill in and not feel guilt if I don't.
And
right.
you can still chase on the bay. You know, it's kind of the same thing. You can still get that oh shit, this thing's going off in an hour, dude. Like, let's go. Like, I'm about to be in here.
Yeah.
Let's see where it goes, you know?
And with what eBay's looking to do in terms of the auction, in the last minute, if somebody bids, it extends it another minute. So there's no sniping. It's going to get to the point they're thinking about doing. And I like it, dude. I don't like
You
sniping,
like
connection
extended,
problems.
but I
I
love
do.
sniping. I love
Oh.
I bid on everything I've ever bought on eBay at 3 seconds or less. Let's be real, dude.
Everybody does.
Like, come on. I know that's the best part about eBay.
So you put your max bid up right in that last 3 seconds, like what your max would be.
That's where I'm going. Yep, that's what I go.
Whatever my max is,
so
I'm
like
putting
my
it in.
thought is, so like I'll try and find if there's a bid already. I'll try and find the max bid early-ish if there's like a day left, and then in those last few hours, I'm not bidding. I'm not like trying to find it. I'm going if unless it's
Setting
like
a
really
timer.
close to my max. Yeah, set the timer and I go. If it's like $100 away from my max, I'll go. I either have to decide right there if I'm putting more money into this. You know what I mean? Am I going past what my original max was, or am I out? And then you kind of just
Let me
send
give
it
you.
there.
Let me give you a for instance on that. I believe that people are shill betting to get that max up on a lot of the stuff that happens there.
I think
So
agreed.
they'll run it up, and they might
Yeah.
lose 10% on the transaction to buy it back or cancel it or whatever. And they're doing it on alt accounts for themselves to try to do that. So I like
throw
buying
this in the
it.
conspiracy episode part 2. That's a big
100%.
part.
We need to start writing all those down because there's a bunch. I like to go on the offer one. If they're accepting offers, I like to
Me
submit
too.
offers.
That's always the best. Oh, so here's a
and
do
then
for
message
me.
them.
You said buy singles, sell your singles. That's where I'm at too. Sell your singles. You got some stuff that you don't want that ain't giving you the feelings. Don't let it pile up unless you got some 24 chrome Spidey base or refractors, dude. Most of it you're pretty good to sell. If it's not something that you know shouldn't build value over time, and if you're not looking for that sort of thing, trade it or sell it. Sell that single, sell that $20 card, trade that card to the guy who likes that character and might have something that you want or a couple cards that you want. Get stuff that just looks cool, that like it doesn't always have to like be a big value game back and forth. Sell that shit, like get rid of it.
What a
Get rid of that
valuable what
bulk.
a valuable perspective, because what happens is there's so many times when people will hit me up for trades on EPAC and I'm like, what are you doing, dude? He's like, oh, I'm trying to make the set. I was like, dope. He's like, you got anything that I need? He's like, nah, take them in. He's like, really? And I'm like, dude, if I went through the hassle of selling these cards or trying to get value out of these cards,
Right?
it's gonna
Oh my
maybe
God.
net me $5. And I'm like, I'm trying to get in with the community because I never know when you're going to have something that I need or want.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And so you didn't go where I was wanting you to go, but I loved where you went. My
And that's
caveat to
that
buying
counts, though.
singles
I love that.
was buy them later than you think you should. Some singles you need to get fast. Some singles you need to buy.
That's
later.
a hard. That's tough.
That's a hard
tough
thing to
one.
figure
Yeah,
out. That is. But some of the singles, like, it's okay to wait.
A lot of it, though, I think you're good to wait. A lot of stuff that comes out, but you got to,
Some of
dog.
it
I
you
let a
gotta
true
hit
black
hard.
refractor of Daredevil at $300. I put an offer in instead of just buying it, and I lost it, dude. And I lost it. And I was
The
sick.
true red Gambit Omega.
Beautiful card, dude.
5 out of 5. I bought this full retail. Told
Yeah,
the guy
right,
this is what I'll
dude.
pay. Because I'm like, dude, I'm not getting into it with you. I know where this is. I'm a Gamma collector. I'll pay you what it's worth. All these other ones, we're haggling. We're haggling that shit.
Well, I had to haggle
haggle,
for
haggle,
a
haggle.
black X Fractor, but I'm
Okay.
trying to get the whole black set, and that's not easy.
Now, I had an event that happened on EPAC, some big drama. If we want to name drop and get some juice, I'm happy to. You might have to blur it out. If we want, I mean, we can talk about it, or we can save it for another episode. There was some bullshit that happened in a trading group around one of the most coveted sketches on EPAC. Now, do we want to talk about this as what to do or not to do, or we wait?
I think we plugged that. I think
we're gonna
plug
wait.
on that, and
I'm going to
make
tell
sure you
you,
write it
you
down,
are
though.
not
Put
going
it
to
in
want to
the-
miss that one because that is a drama-induced episode. Maybe we'll set up some things.
you could
on
probably
EPAC.
talk about that for like 30 minutes on its own. You know what I mean?
We can,
might get into,
100%.
like,
It was
other
crazy.
stuff.
And the shit that happened around this transaction was just Facebook moderators and people were involved and people were hitting me up and I kind of
we
want to
should-
share the
we should give-
screenshots. and,
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was
turn it
gonna
into a
say. We should get all
video
so we
and
can pop in the screenshots
I
and make a
kind
whole
of feel
little.
like we do it, man. And I'm happy to put people on blast because after the way that they act like little bitches is they ended up deleting their comments, doing all this stuff. And I'm not trying to throw
Look,
guys.
you do one of these too.
Can't believe it. Yeah, one of the
Nailed it, dude.
thumbnail. You do that, and I'm gonna do something else. I'll be like,
Yeah.
you do yours, and we'll do it at the same time. So he clips it right at the same time. Like, we're so
shitty,
bad, dude. This time, next time. I hate the YouTube voice. I won't do it. I refuse to. Okay, let's clip this and let me get this for good audio. Next time on episode 9, we sleep in a closet for 15 days straight to see who shits first.
First one to shit loses $10 million and their firstborn child.
They know they were fed a mild laxative minutes before coming on site. In the green room, they cut back.
Should kick
They're
in
eating
for
these
the
mints.
based on their size and weight. This should kick in about now. Man, how's your stomach feeling?
Oh, dude, I don't
feel so
hot. Oh my gosh. And then you got him in the background snickering. We got the content we wanted. Dude, I'm so hating all that, bro. The way that the internet's going there.
Oh yeah, it's been brutal.
But let's get back to what you do, what you don't. I think we've given you a really powerful list of what to do, what not to do.
And they're pretty all easy things, but it's
The
like
thing,
lots. It helps.
the thing
a
that
little to
Ginger
even,
said
I
And
think to
and
be reminded of it helps too, like even if you've been in the game, it's good to like hear it, sell
and you're
that
catching
shit
yourself.
or
Yeah,
collect
Freddie,
that
talking to you,
shit
Freddie. Get rid of
Yeah,
some shit,
get rid of your
bro.
black hole, man. Let
Yeah,
some light in.
dude, he's got the Hermione Granger purse, and it's just a never ending
Yeah, just unlimited things.
with a spell. Revelio. I don't know. But the thing that I will say that in collecting, this is the thing that Ginger, our last guest, had. If you haven't, give that guy some love, because he's got all the right ideas around collecting in some ways. But he always says, have fun. The point of the hobby is to have fun. If you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, something's broken, man.
Something is, and it could be a systems problem. You're like, oh, I got too many base cards. I'm swamped by cards. Like right now, I'm not having as much fun because I have too many cards and I don't have a good organizational process of what to do and what not to do. So this is a first time only exclusive. Bill and I are trying to debate how we want to do it, where we want to do it. We're potentially going to do it on our YouTube. We might do it on Whatnot. We don't know yet. Okay. But we are going to do a final piece fire sale with some of the pieces that I have in my collection and the singles that I have that we're looking to get rid of. Now, Bill knows this game.
I have a few too.
No. We can start with mine. We can get rid of some stuff. I've got some problems, and we can get rid of some sketches. We can do a theme around sketches. We can do a theme around some of the Marvel sets. We could definitely do a big one around Batman. And I think there's going to be major value. If you're new to collecting, if you want to get in, if you want to skin us for some stuff, we got something for everybody. So follow Bill on Whatnot. He's going to be
at this
Grassy Knoll.
Here.
All right. Mine is the Pied Piper, but I'm such a slut that I tried not making a transaction, and then a guy hit me up on my transaction. He hit me up in my Whatnot message, and he was just like, "Hey, bro, I'm just gonna put this in my shop." And I'd gone like 4 days without buying something, and I was like, "No, it's okay, dude." Like he's like, "No, I got you. I'll put it in the shop." And then I just bought it, and then it wasn't even for like 2 hours later. I'm like, "What did I do? That's just not. What's wrong in my life? What error did I make?" And I'm like, "Shit. I bought a thing and it's got it fulfilled."
Reset the timer now. Now we're back to another week.
We're back, but we're gonna potentially rename my Whatnot channel.
We got to, right?
We have to. Right? I don't use it as much. I have a really good reputation on there.
I mean, you could still use it though. You know what I mean?
But this is what we're getting at. We're going to use it for some of the charity stuff that we've got planned to do down the line to help people out. Some of the things we want to get people in. I think
it'll be cool
some
too.
Of the
Piper.
offloading. It'll be a good one.
I could log in on my end to do stuff and use the same thing, and then you could still hop on your end and still do whatever you want to do if you want to run a single show. Like if we're running break or
shared
big stuff, probably be on my end. Because that's not
I agree.
Piper's
Shared
game.
account, and it's not. I like just bullshitting, hanging out. I'd much rather interact with the people in the community.
You could do.
But what we're trying to do is, because there are some people that are breaking and adding real value right now. Like all his baseball stuff reinstilled my faith in that app. Because I hate going into like a Pokemon room and they're like, Will, and the chick with big tits is out there being like, cleavage, you need to buy. Consumerism, you need more. Man. Japanese packs. Hey, come on. We shouldn't be at $3, guys. You're asleep. And like, it's constant just in your face. Alt's doing it with so much parody.
Bob fucking Ross!
That we want to break, we want to look at cards, we're chasing cards, we want you to get your stuff. Of course, the more
Dodgers and get rich.
Of course, we want to do that. Like that's the fun part of the app. However, you don't feel like you're wasting your time for consumerism. You feel like you're just having a good exchange.
Maria, what up, bitch? You want some tequila, bitch?
And I think you and Mal's do that very well. Mal's he's got you guys have just such a great
gamble with friends,
chemistry.
That sometimes is just fun. You could do that. You could have a gamble with friends, and that's what that app is. As much as they want to deny it, you're gambling, and there's a way to make gambling a little more fun and not so degenerative, and feel like it's
on the card
worst
side,
thing ever.
On the card side, you're gambling. The whole card element, 100% is gambling.
Yeah, well,
other elements of category, not any of it. Some of that stuff.
No.
Like
I mean, like any collectible where it's like,
I don't think
I guess
so. I think it
card
happens
is
with
card
cards.
like it. Is
Cards it, and the
card like
reason it's it is because it's unknown.
Funko's a maybe.
No, everything that's
Dude,
unknown.
Funkos are nuts. Yeah,
Funkos are nuts. But if it's unknown,
Yeah, I
that's
think
the
you're right. I
gamble.
think it's mostly
Everything
cards,
else
right?
is just like they have it. Hey, here's what
Yo,
we're selling.
PG, I asked her to buy me candy, dude. My wife went on there and was just getting me candy. She's like,
Random
they got,
candies.
she's like, they got gum. I was like, she's like, I'm getting gum for a steal on here. I'm like, let's get it. Screw it. Who
Yeah,
cares?
100%.
Gonna eventually start buying
1000%.
meat.
Dude, Slick hit me up. He's like, dude, I'm getting this A5 Wagyu out of this guy. You need to buy. I'm like, he's selling Wagyu? Tag Slick
I
right
love
here,
it.
by the way,
I
too,
love
because
it.
he's going to be coming in here being like, yeah, bitch.
I love
And he'll
it.
send us
That's
pictures.
my other dude. Buy your meat on Whatnot. If if there's a chance for you to buy,
I'm not that big of a slut for Whatnot. Please don't. I don't even know what's going on. I don't know how it's showing up. I don't know they're packing it. They're putting that in a freaking, how that's getting to me. I'm over it.
I don't know
But this
how long they've had
farm,
it.
They're a Wagyu farm, and they've done pretty good, and they have a really good process, and they walk you through it, and they're
That's
crushing.
amazing. That's genius.
They're crushing,
It's
dude.
genius.
But
to be
my
fair.
whole kind of, but you
Dog,
can't start
live
you can't start a
shopping in
Wagyu
general-
ribeye at $1. Like at $1,
Dog.
chat. Like
But you don't have to.
I know. They
You
can
offer
just-
good enough prices and it's direct to buy from the person. You know, it's like cutting
know.
out middlemen, cutting out them having to ship it or going to or butchers. There's probably so much that they can just do.
think
in-
about
like
think about the
I'm telling you,
pain in
live
the
shopping in
ass.
general is just
I
going to
know.
be
It
big.
will.
Like
Because
just
think
everything.
about the pain in the ass it's going to be for a lot of these people on farmers markets to get all their stuff, load all their stuff,
Yeah,
take
that's
it out
what
to
I
the farmer's
mean.
market, set up the tent, assume the weather's going to be good, transact
Yep.
with people on a convenience sample. Why not be able to advertise and transact with people on a convenience sample on the platform nationwide and have them pay for
At
shipping?
all times, too, Piper. At all, you
know.
can go live once every
do it when you
day
want.
and
It's
just
true.
go onto a side room. You know, you don't have to. There is no giant it's not a big production as much as just hey, we're
It's
just gonna go in the
true.
other room and start pushing product.
Yep.
Like
So, final piece fire sale. We're going to raise some funds. Here's what we're raising funds for. Okay. Completely and utterly
I've
honest.
never
This is
been
what-
to Disneyland.
This is we are sending Bill to Cancun. Okay, he needs it. He deserves it. And then we're buying Alt a new chair. No, here's what we're really trying to do. We are trying to get rich. No, here's what we're trying to do. We're really trying to figure out how to reach more people. So this is going to go to advertising revenue.
Yeah,
So that we can put $5 on a video and see what it does. We're going to test out ads. We're happy to share that with you. So if you're just like, hey, I'm actually interested in getting into the content side. What are you guys finding in terms of how you're sharing and spending money on the ad stuff? How's that working for you? What works, what doesn't? Because we're just trying to figure this out too. You got 1,000 things that are telling you what to do.
What was it like
We-
the first time the paparazzis were outside your house? Like we can help you with that. You know,
if you're
we had a
wanting to
video
know how do you
explode
negotiate
and-
a 7-figure contract when it comes to ad revenue for your affiliate links, we can do that for you, right?
And if you
how
want to
is it
become an
that you get a
angel
shoe brand?
investor in the company, that we could also discuss those things as
DM
well.
our agent, Alt BS on Insta and all the socials.
No, seriously though, I
Um,
think that's a great idea for us to just use it to invest as much of it back into
That's what we're doing.
trying to push it as much as possible. You know,
Yeah, we're just trying to get the audience out there, grow it. We're not going to hide that from anybody. The reason we want to grow it, I think, is fun. I'm going to start talking a little bit more about
well,
the
big reason we want to grow it also is because we want more people to be guests on the show. As little 2-person episodes as we could have from time to time would be cool.
Yes, I'm gonna close it out with this, and I'm gonna keep saying this because this is my journey. My grandma owned the largest ceramic shop west of Mississippi. She had over 7,000 ceramic molds, some of which were 70, 80 pounds. So you got to think about having this 80-pound ceramic mold that was just a big, Native American chief or something that had 7 parts, and it was banded. And they
It's
would
crazy
put this up-
because my great grandmother owned the smallest shop on this side of the east.
there we go.
So would you look at that?
But back size doesn't matter, folks. But what I found in this collection of hers was so sad. And this is going to happen over time. I remember we would go, dude, this is how I got into collecting, bro. My grandpa, he would have all this greenware. So greenware was ceramics before they were fired, before they were put in the kiln. And so they would sell greenware and they would put it in these bags. They had bags of shredded paper. They'd go get it from like legal offices. They'd put it in apple boxes, and they'd have this greenware, and he would throw it in this little Dodge Caravan, maroon, white exterior. I never forget that van. And he would run all around these swap meets or to different shops or whatever, and they would want to do crafts. And so sometimes they would glaze them before they'd fire them. Sometimes they would do some different paints before they'd fire them. And so it would set that in before they'd fire it. And we would drive all around, and then he had this hustle where they drank a lot of soda, and we would crush the cans, and which cousin's time it was to get the can money. And so he'd throw in all the greenware, and one cousin got to go with grandpa. And we'd sit in the front, and the whole damn van's loaded up. 2 or 3 or 4 bags of cans are sitting in the back of the van. And we'd stop at the cans, aluminum. We'd get our money out of the aluminum. We'd get like $12 or something stupid. And we're like, bro, we are rich. We're big up with $12 with grandpa. He'd hand us that cash. Then we would go to Reams. It was a store in Magna, Utah. It was a grocery store. And we would buy as many scoops of ice cream as we could handle with that money. And so he would let us, like, how many scoops you going with this time? And I'd be like, dude, I feel like I can hit 4. And be like, bro, you got to finish it. That was the rule. You got to be able to finish it. So there's not going to be any waste. Can you finish 4? And you'd be like, I think I can finish 4, bro. So you'd name that tune. We get the thing, and then he would go sell these. Now we would do this at swap meets. It was so amazing while it was amazing. And then the market shifted and things changed, and ceramics weren't in vogue anymore.
Damn markets.
They started falling out of popularity. Insert baby beanies. And during around the 2000s, it stopped being a thing, beanies. You know, or Beanie Babies. And shit. But then I remember by the time he died, he had Parkinson's, and I took care of him for a couple summers. And then my grandma, she died.
Depressing, thank you.
She died. No, it was just people die. And she died, and my grandma died. And now all of a sudden my wife's my mother's family is just fighting over these ceramic molds in these shops that now
really
almost don't have a real value. Like they had a value, but now the market's different. They don't have a value, and they can't sell the house because we've got all these molds.
Are they fighting because of the value of what they might be worth?
Perceived value and what it is.
So
and
not
it's a collection.
Sentimental?
100%. It's a collection and this. And like, what these people are old. What are they going to do with it? They're already retired. They're going to like start up a ceramic shop. You're not going to sell them in your 80-pound molds. Like you had 7,000 molds that occupied a better than like all the garage, all the extension, like everything in this place was just, and it was to the ceiling, like dude, floor to ceiling everywhere. You come in the back garage. It was all, the whole entire garage was just full of molds. Then you go into a back shop full of molds. Then on the back of the house full of molds. And nobody's going to work it. Fast forward, it ended up getting sold for $1 to a guy that wanted to do it for some craft stuff. And then we loaded it up and delivered it because it was such a pain and a hassle to manage. And it's my belief that there are people out there with collections right now that are no longer serving their interests, that they're the gatekeeper of, that they love, that they know is so cool to them and maybe some other people, but it's almost like a tomb of their own making, and it's fighting them daily. And I believe that through live social shopping, we can help these individuals maybe offload some of their collection, make some money. We can connect to a larger community at large, and we can prevent some of this heartburn that comes from these collections.
And I think
that just,
a big thing that helps with that heartburn, right, is getting into the right hands, getting it into
1000%.
Somebody's home where it feels like at least it's, you know,
it's
will
not
be loved.
wasted
it's like,
on them.
Yeah, it's like getting rid of, damn, I'm too allergic to my dog. I have to get rid of it. You're not just going to just give it to the pound. You're going to hope that it finds a good home to make you feel a little better at night. And I don't mean parting with it don't hurt some, but hey, at least it's got a good home. At least it's safe. At least it's respected and loved.
You nailed it. You do not want to see your babies go off and get abused. And so you have these things in your collection that you know all the story and the lore and the stuff around it, but you're too old and your kids don't give a shit. And there's people that just don't care. And you're like, what do I do with all this? And then it's going to end up getting sold for, you know, pennies on the dollar by your children because they don't know what's going on with it. Our entire, like, I shouldn't lump Bill into this, but we've talked about this a ton, is my mission and my involvement on live social and shopping is to help people in that space. So we're trying to build that out. I know it's going to be a separate company or separate division of what we're doing. I'm very transparent and open about that. I believe we're going to have access to individuals that can go around and pop up and travel and, you know, get some pictures, and like we can go, you know, do a live shop. Guys got 9,000 cast iron pans, and we show up on site and we just pop up with the camera and we got the account and here it is. And maybe some of you guys are doing it, and it becomes a thing, right? And we find good homes for these collections. Another thing, and I'll say this in closing, there was a guy that had his entire house full of Legos. Did you see this guy's collection? You might not have. Look it up, dude. Look it up. We might even be able to link it later. He had his entire house just organized of rare Legos. He dies, leaves it to his daughter. She has no idea what's going on with it. This guy knew it all. It was categorized up here. He had his entire collection, just boom, 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 bins, you name it, the whole house, upstairs, downstairs.
And that is not an original story, man.
And
unfortunately.
Then some guy that's a Lego collector comes in and buys it for pennies on the dollar. Maybe they didn't know what it was worth. It enriches his pocket. And I'm not opposed to people scooping up big collections from people. But I want the valuation to be in both parties' interests. That's where I'm
at. Hell yeah.
I want there to be real valuation there, because guys are doing it right now. The guys will just go scoop up 90s collections.
That's not an original story. You know what I mean? That's happening right now. Like literally right this second, someone is stalking somebody's collection to get for pennies on the dollar.
Yep. And they do it on Whatnot a lot, and then they just run it in single streams, and they're doing it. Oh, this is cool. And I don't want that. I want it to go to the collector or the home or the family or the people.
A tier 4 Thor base card from Dan Dos Santos Masterpieces 22 for $30, dude, because someone ran out of $1 and nobody in the 70 people in the room had any clue what it was.
You're like, I don't know, it's kind of cool, and you're like, don't bid.
Yeah, literally.
They're like, please don't swipe. I got some really dope shit on a guy that had a 90s collection on Whatnot this last week. And again, I'm not opposed to it, but I would rather, no disrespect to the breaker or the guy that I got it from, I would rather get that money to or shared portion of that money to the person at max value, because I guarantee that guy offloaded his entire collection for me like $500-$600. Now, cool, the person who bought it, they acquired a lot of risk, right? And they had to deal with it and sort it and sell it, and they have more in their shop.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I think there's a place for it. So
yeah, there's a happy medium, right?
So always. Stick around. We are going to be changing mine. I think you're going to see it. It's the Pied Piper right now on Whatnot. Follow my account. Again, I'm going to change the bio. Give me a week to stop with the degeneracy.
New countdown. Start it now.
I have to start it now because the transactions have to clear in order for me to change the name. But it's got a really good track record, really good stuff. We're going to share that account. It's going to be a joint account. And then we start doing pop-up shows. You're going to see that happen with all three of us. Alt's going to be involved on those shows. I'm sure a bunch. Bill, myself. If I can't make it, I'm sure Alt and him will be running it. And we'll figure out a way to make that a part of what we're doing here. And we may have
more content.
We might have some chaos bids for our listeners, where we just know, right? You just got to mention code whatever. We'll go into chaos. You might get us where we drop a little hint, little promo. If you're one of the early adopters and listeners, we might chaos bid you some juice.
You never know. Yeah, you might.
You never know. We might get you
chaos bids. You got to be there though, and it's random.
It's like a pop up. It's like the food trucks. It's like the food trucks that pop up just randomly. And you're like, oh shit, we got a drop coming. So that's it. Anything that you wanted to add or that we have going on next week or in the coming weeks that you wanted to shout out or pump? Do it.
Wrapping it up. Watch Final Piece. Look,
that was it. That was our play out.
That was the play out. I did.
We got to do poker face. Shit. And then you'll do that later. That was damn good, Bill. Did you rehearse that?
No.
Were you in the mirror doing that? That seemed natural. No, brother.
That was it.
You know what the French call laissez compétent. All right, let's go. We got a
poker face.
We got a poker face.
I'm not the hero the world wants.
and I'm not the hero the world needs, but I am the hero that the world gets. Before my uncle died, he told me I was special, and I'm gonna prove he was right.
Dude, what was his shape? Can we go back to his
I'm
shape?
gonna fight all the bad guys and be a hero.
Masked criminal Spooderman strikes again.
Whoa, they're
Punch the
posting
woman.
pictures of me. Hey, I'm here to save the day.
Oh God, Spooderman, please don't! It's in my mouth!
So dumb.
Oh, I lost that one.
That was good. That was
That was a good one.
fun.
That was a good one.
It's in my mouth. and it
Yeah,
cuts
that was a good one.
immediately.
Okay, all right. Now we're gonna play us out. But Bill, how do we wrap up this episode? Buy singles? No, what is it? Well, what was it you said?
The do. What I do for the hobby? Watch Final Piece. We're out of here.